the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got to prove. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know.
Today, from the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from the Superdome. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. We're bringing them out in his 8th year out of Florida State, the former Heisman Trophy winner, Jameis Winston. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect. But that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Panthers, and without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Now Mayfield lost the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Nifty move. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Foreman going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Working out of the gun, Winston. That's to Thomas, who makes a nice catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, Winston to Thomas, and it's a New Orleans first down.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. First down, Mayfield. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
A carry for Foreman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The Panthers at 11-5 on the year, and they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Up past the 30, second down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Forced out to his left. Winston into the slide, and he's got a first down. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Winston. And he'll just get rid of it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. He's got the connection to Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mayfield to throw it. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 2nd and 5. Mayfield with it once more. And that is incomplete here.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mayfield rolling to his left. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Mayfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall from 4 yards out. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's Terrace Marshall who's able to cap things off with a touchdown. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And meanwhile, Winston's throw taken in by Landry. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Final play of the half here. Winston. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So we reach half, and we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. The Panthers ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Davis-Price on 1st and 10. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll run with Foreman. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Taken down by Pete Werner. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Shifts by him. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him, because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Here's Foreman. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Graham. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Big Derek Brown making the stop. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 44, Winston. Buying time to his left. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Being chased out left. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Kamara up the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, Winston. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He's going to look deep for more. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Foreman. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and they will not be able to add on to their 20-point lead. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They run again with Foreman. 7 yards there and a 1st down. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
On 2nd down, Foreman. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. For Marshall, that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. Now a give right side. Foreman. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Foreman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. They'll run on 1st down. Foreman. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that?